Good greetings everybody, welcome back to another update on the FTB SeriousPack server. I mostly did like thaumcraft recently, so not a ton of like different things happened here, but a lot of thaumcraft stuff. One thing I want to show real quick, this was pretty fun. We have different portals set up now throughout the world, and there was an issue where if I dial to my home base, for example, and someone else tries to dial this portal, it wouldn't work because this one's already active. So what we did now is if I go through here, and it's probably gonna load a little bit because I haven't been over here yet, it shuts off, which is pretty cool. So now if I call back to my place and go through, the portal is off. This also helps a lot with like if you have like some rubber banding from the lag and you like sometimes jump back into the portal and you teleport back, that kind of solves it too. Really easy to set up. Do I have the wrench on me? Let me go grab that wrench for the portal real quick so I can show you what I did. It's super simple. So if you go down here, I actually have, I don't know if I ever showed this, but you can see the dialing devices here, but it's actually attached to the portal because these portal frames are actually going underground and back to this portal, which seems to work, which is kind of cool. So you can move that dialing device somewhere else. But yeah, this is how you do it. Can't reach it now because of the cable. Let me go below here. Those two things are redstone interfaces from Enhanced Portal, as you can see at the top. The right one here is set to output a signal when any entity touches the portal. So this is when someone goes through or comes through. So I will emit a signal, which goes over to this one. That's set to if you receive an input signal, just remove the portal, and that's it. That's how you can kind of disable the portal if someone goes through. You could do other things where it's like you might want to turn it off after a few seconds or something. You know, just add a timer. Once that signal receives, then it waits for like 15 seconds or something, and then shuts it off. But yeah, you can play around with those things. Kind of neat. But other than that, I've been working on the thaumcraft area quite a bit, and I also made this oh, excuse me. Also made this pass here that goes up to other places. I don't think I've showed this on camera. If I have, I'm sorry, but I don't think I did. Just like a random broken down pass. So very simple sign. Probably gonna replace this. It doesn't look that good. But you know, this goes all the way up there. I think I showed the way up here, but I never showed the pass itself. There's nothing there yet though. And then the other way is thaumcraft. So there's like a new pass here that goes up to our thaumcraft area, and this is a pretty neat spot, right on top of this hill. And this is our thaumcraft area. Lots of things going on, a little bit crazy. But let me fly to show you a little bit more. So we have the infusion altar in the middle. I found these those are actually arcane stones, like the same one as this, but chiseled, and they glow nicely, same as this one. I don't know, I kind of thought it might look neat if it's like, you know, like spreading out or something. I don't know. This place took me a while to like figure out how I want to do it. I also made these pedestals using micro blocks. I didn't want to use those just in case they count as like items for the infusion itself. So just build a few crystals around here for, you know, stability. Have a little beacon below, just for looks mostly, but it also gives me speed. And there are a few more crystals below to even make it a little bit more stable. It's not a lot yet, it's like 12, something like that, so I still have to add a lot. It's not very stable infusion altar yet. But yeah, I think it looks kind of neat. I added those like pillars. Some over here are like broken down. I tried to make them fall off the edge, same as those leaves, so it kind of looks like there was a tree here that broke off too with some logs. I had to remove a few things here before because I had these V relays that like, you know, send energy from an energized node, which I have over here now. I had them actually go this way before because I kind of thought it might look nice if it's like in the background. And then there were like things here, you know, being in the way, so I would cut off the lines and stuff. It didn't work so well, so I moved it over here. Those things seem kind of buggy, so every time I relog or, you know, every time the server restarts, you can see this is not connected right now. It does work normally. Like, if I try to go over to my crafting workbench here and I have this, you know, this wand charging thing on top. So if I put a wand in here, it's supposed to charge it. Now if I put my wand, which has, you can see it's missing some air, If I put this in there, it doesn't work. And it also didn't work earlier, even though this connection was there. So like all the lines were like set. So every time this happens, what I have to do is like change these things. So right now the red signal is just like a grouping thing. It doesn't limit the V's or anything. But you can see now that I change them and kind of update them, they reconnect. Oops, I did this one too many times. And I just don't understand why this keeps breaking every time. See, now it works. And now it's charging. And it is 100%. So very strange. I don't know if that's like a known issue or something. I don't know how to fix this. It's kind of bugging me. Same as this one, right? This is just a one connection. This should work. And what it's supposed to do is if you use this furnace, it should drain ignis V's from here and feed the furnace to make it faster. Do I have anything to... Yeah, I have some cobblestone. So if I dump this in here, nothing happens. And it's really slow. So, you know, again, same thing. I have to like tap this once, just change the color, and there it is. Now it works. So very strange. Not sure why this happens. Kind of annoying, because my plans for future buildings is gonna be to use a lot of thaumcraft stuff. I've never like really used this in a lot of builds because, you know, machines are usually more efficient. You can do like 5 times ore tripling, 5 times ore tripling, right? 5 times ore processing as compared to this guy, which is like 2.1 roughly. You get like 2 ingots and a nugget. But I kind of want to do this. I mean, it's not as efficient, but I think it would be cool to have like a row of these furnaces, furnace, whatever. Yeah, but the problem is, you know, if this keeps breaking, then that will kind of break the entire project. Same with the inventory system I have in mind, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit because it's a very big and complicated topic that I want to cover in a future episode. But the system I want to make requires to use auto V's from this thing, and if it doesn't get that, the whole system breaks. So I don't know if this keeps happening. You know, like I don't know, it would shut down my entire inventory system. So I don't know. I have to like, I might look on the forum or something if there's like a fix, or I don't know. Maybe I can have like small golems with like a wand standing next to them and like use those crystals on like a signal. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, so other than that, infusion altar here, a little bit of a setup for breaking down, you know, items into essentia. This is a cool design I saw on Reddit, and this is really cool. If you ever work with thaumcraft and those pipes, you know that if you have 2 different essentials in here and you try to pipe them through one line into like a jar, they get blocked up because it tries to like it's like a suction system, right? Like this jar tries to suck the essential from here and from here at the same time, which doesn't work. So it completely breaks. So apparently if you use these buffers in between, and you have to set the outgoing side to this red signal, which I think limits the suction to 0 or something like that. I don't know the exact technical aspect behind this, I guess. But there's a Reddit post about this. But yeah, what happens is those things store the essential inside, and it doesn't block up, which is pretty neat. So I only have like 5 set up here. This one is just used to actually pump out the essentia. But yeah, it works pretty well. Over here, I'm starting to make the osmotic enchanter from thaumcraft, which is like an enchanting system. Haven't built that thing yet because if you look at the research for it, it is dangerous, I believe. Yeah, it's a dangerous one. So I kind of want to increase my stability first before I do that. A little bit of a netherwort farm temporarily. I want to move this whole thing too, like sort of over here, so there's more room over here. Get rid of all these jars, place them somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. Tiny setup for some automatic alchemy over here, where you can just put in items and then feed it the essentia. So you don't have to use that old crucible. A little bit more convenient. But yeah, that's the thaumcraft area. So besides having those crystal issues here, it seems to work pretty well. Got a lot of things done. Just my workbench over here. A little trunk that can follow me around if I want him to. But yeah, I just have to do some more research and unlock things. So the inventory system I was talking about is from Thaumaturges. I guess that's how you say it. I don't know how to say it. Let's call it Thaumaturges. It has these, where is it? Inventarium. Lots of text. Pretty complex to set up, sort of. But on its own, this inventarium, what it does is you have these scribes, those tables, and every chest that's around that table in like a 7x7 area can be viewed in this little scribe. So if you right click it, you see all the items that are inside those chests. So you know, you don't have to go through like 50 chests. I don't know how many chests you can fit in that area, but like you don't have to go through like a ton of chests trying to find the item. You just look in that thing and see, okay, there's an item. But to actually retrieve items, I need to unlock this research, which I haven't gotten yet. So I still need to do a little bit of work here. I believe I need this, at least because I played around in creative mode to figure out like a good setup for this inventory stuff. And you need the linking bell. So I believe that might be the only thing I need to unlock. I'm not quite sure though. So I'm getting there. I always keep running out of auto. So I need to fly around again and scan more aura nodes. Kind of sucks, but oh well. And yeah, once you have these, you know, a few of these scribes set up, you have this like floating brain in the middle of the room, this multi-structure. And this one like links all these different scribes together to like one network, kind of like an AE system. You can see the scribes sort of as like a drive where you put all your items in, and then the brain is kind of like the controller, I guess, that links all these things together. And then once I get this, I can set up golems that actually go to these chests, pick out the items I request, and then drop them off somewhere. Like it's like a new pedestal here, you can kind of see it. And you right click on it too, you see all your items and you click on the ones you want and your golems do the rest. So it's kind of neat. It's not, obviously it's not as fast and as nice and good as Applied Energistics maybe. There's no auto crafting per se. You can make these golems workbenches, which are like auto crafting table. So I could set up a few auto crafting things like that. But there's nothing where you can say, please craft me, you know, I don't know, Aqueous Accumulator. You wait a little bit and then bam, it's in your inventory. That's not what it's for. It's mostly for like seeing all your inventory in one place and, you know, getting items out and in. So I've been playing a long time in creative mode, trying to figure out how to set this stuff up and sort of coming up with an idea, but still need to do a little bit of research on that. There's like no information about this. I found like 2 videos online, so I'm definitely gonna make some videos about that too. But yeah, that's pretty much the changes here. I don't think I did anything else really. Like I've been spending here hours and hours just to research, and I have to go out and you know, scan some nodes again. And probably maybe real quick, I started to go to this lake here, and I believe that's where I'm gonna build my main base. I kind of want to build the main base underground. You can see there's this little hole here I dug down. I tried to blow this up with TNT, but yeah, it didn't go so well. So I'm probably gonna dig this out here. I wish there was a cave system. I kind of want to use like a cave system and have like a natural base where like, you know, lots of levitations like this where it goes up and down too. Might be kind of interesting. But yeah, I haven't found one yet, so I might have to dig around a little bit more. There's some oil down there though. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna build my main base, and that's probably where I'm gonna build my my storage system too. And the cool thing about the storage system is that if you have this brain and you're surrounded by auto crystals, it increases the range of you know, how far away you can be to access it. So you can build later on these request tables. I could have my inventory down there, and I could have like a request table, I don't know, up here. It doesn't have to be linked like physically, but it has to be in range of that brain. And adding those auto crystals increases the range quite a bit. I think it's like 8 blocks per crystal, and you can add a ton of crystals. So what I'm planning on doing is like have little stations around my world where you can just right click on it, grab the items you want, you know, and they come like jumped out of like a magic mirror or something from a thaumcraft. I think it might look kind of cool. And then also have like a drop-off area where you can put stuff back into the inventory system. And that should be fun. It's gonna take a while to set up. It's gonna be pricey. He's doing some self-promotion. I told him I was recording. Sneaky. Yeah, you should go over there though. He's sometimes streaming on the server too now. But yeah, that should be good. So Thaumaturges coming soon, hopefully. More Thaumcraft shenanigans, and I think I'm gonna try to stay kind of magical on this map for now. Just do a lot of Thaumcraft and Botania and stuff like that. Still gonna have machines, obviously. We have our little guy over here doing the work. Gotta have one. But yeah, should be cool. Lots of magic stuff, lots of Thaumcraft stuff. There are these really cool pylons here. Those are like giant structures. You can even make them bigger like this. And they recharge the thermostatic harness, like this flying device from Thaumcraft. So I'm gonna plan on using that too, even though we have the angel wing. Easiest flight ever. But come on. The thermostatic harness looks so much better. It looks awesome. So I'm gonna use that. But anyway, ooh, look at this fancy texture. I love this so much. Anyway, probably getting really long for an update video, for not having too many changes. I believe that's all for now. If there's anything, I'll edit. But other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye-bye.